We all have negative thoughts sometimes, whether it's self-doubt, anxiety, or fear. Well, in today's lesson, I'm going to tell you how you can begin transforming your negative thoughts into more empowering, positive ones. Let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome back. Before we get into the lesson, if you're enjoying the content on our page and would like to stay connected, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, if you haven't seen our Facebook page yet, make sure you check it out. I'll post a link in the description below. On our page, we share all of our YouTube content as well as provide motivation and inspiration. We also have a community page for anyone who follows us. Definitely take a look. Alright, now let's talk about how you can start transforming your bad thoughts into good ones. The first way you can start transforming your negative thoughts to positive ones is by questioning the validity of them. The line between negative and positive is thin, and as such, changing your bad thoughts into good ones is not as difficult as you may think. But before you can change your negative thoughts, you must disempower them first. Negative thoughts only have control if you give them power or if you feed into them. If you cease to do so, they lose their power, they lose their control over you. Often, negativity is unfounded and fictitious. In other words, it isn't based on anything real. So essentially, by questioning the validity of your negative thoughts, of your bad thoughts, you are taking the power away, you're disempowering them. Try to get in the habit of questioning every bad thought that pops in your head. For instance, if you think you're not good enough or you can't do something, simply ask yourself why. Why is that the case? Why am I not good enough? If you come up with a reason, because often thoughts are linear and one thought leads to another one, so if you come up with a reason, simply question that as well. Keep doing that, and after a while, your logic or your negativity's logic will begin to fall apart. The second way you can start changing your negative thoughts to positive ones is by changing the structure of the thought. Now, what I mean by this is that not only should you get in the habit of questioning your thoughts, but you should also start adding to and rearranging what you're telling yourself in order to change the charge of them. For instance, let's stick with the example of I can't do something. Well, instead of telling yourself I can't do it, try something like this. Although I might not be able to succeed this time, I'm still going to give it my best shot and see what happens. Do you notice the difference there? I've taken the original negative thought, which is very, very definitive, I can't do it. Just like that implies, what's the point of trying? I can't do it. And turned it into a more empowering thought by saying, I'm still acknowledging the fact that I might not be able to do it. I still might not succeed, but I'm changing the charge by adding, I'm still going to try. I'm going to give it my best shot and see what happens. Just that little shift, adding the comma and just adding the last part of the thought changes the whole feeling of the negative thought. No, it will no longer be negative, but it will be more empowering. The third way to transform your bad thoughts into good ones is by getting them out of your head. There are many ways which you can do this, but two methods that I frequently use are writing in a journal and talking to myself out loud. Now, I'm not saying have a full-out conversation in your head, or with yourself rather, but sometimes it really does help to hear your thoughts spoken. If you have a friend, a close relative, anyone whom you really trust, you could talk to them about it. But I know that a lot of times thoughts are private and you might not necessarily want to talk to someone else. So that's just why I prefer to communicate the words to myself. Similar, writing in a journal serves the same purpose, except rather than hear the thought, you see the thought. And this could be more beneficial because once you write something on paper, you can essentially read it however many times you want. You could read it until you begin to realize how your bad thoughts are not valid. But regardless of what method you choose to clear your mind of negativity, you should try to get in the habit of doing something daily to cleanse your mind so your bad thoughts won't fester. According to an article written in 2014, the average person has anywhere between 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. And get this, about 80% of those thoughts are negative. Therefore, it seems to me that negative thoughts are an inevitable part of life. However, even so, by questioning them, restructuring them, and just getting them out of your head, you can begin to create more empowering, positive thoughts. Let us know in the comments if you have any other method of turning your bad thoughts into good ones. And like always, if you're enjoying the content on this page and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you next time.